So participation is also about involvement. It doesn't have to be a huge campaign where all the people create websites and tons of blog posts get aggregated and videos get sent in. It can be light and low tech. So Howard Rheingold, who wrote Smart Mobs, has given us many examples of how SMS is the simple act of forwarding an SMS and gathering in a place, in Spain, in the Philippines, can be used to topple governments and sway elections. So that is participation, you bet. It's simple, it's light, it's low tech. Participation is about connectedness. Typically, we like to think of connectedness like this. So Facebook the feeling is big. It has millions of users. You often have lots of friends. There are lots of ways on here that you can reach out and poke someone, send them some flowers, put up your photos, send them a video. It's a very rich and layered experience. Connectedness in rural Mexico looks like Project Zambido. A fantastic project that works against the social isolation that people feel with HIV and AIDS. So they broke people up into groups of 10, gave them cell phones, and said, talk to each other. Using voice and text, create a support group. And they've had remarkable success on a number of factors: adherence to medication, a drop of anxiety, feeling more empowered about the disease. So it's small, it's low tech, but extremely powerful. So participation is also about conversation. This is a conversation happening for people with broadband. It's a YouTube video posted in response to another video. And as videos get posted in response to each other, a dialogue begins to happen. It's very interesting. It's very novel. It's great. Obviously, not everybody can have this kind of conversation. This is a conversation happening in South Africa between a grade 17 teenager who calls himself Sparkplug and a university tutor who provides, through mobile instant messaging, provides maths tutoring on any subject in the school curriculum in South Africa between 2 and 8 p.m. every day. So it's not obviously as visible as YouTube, but it's very much participatory, very much conversational. So why participatory? Well, for all the old reasons. Obviously, it's inclusive. It leads to a greater sense of ownership and empowerment. And we know that these are very valuable qualities in a developmental space. So while participation is not new, it is now different. And with the social media that we have and the 4 billion mobile phone users out there, it is cheaper to allow people to participate. It used to be a participatory community development practitioner going into a community and holding not one-on-one group workshops, but it was expensive, time-consuming. Obviously, that has its place, but it now becomes cheaper, easier, faster, not just to develop systems to allow people to participate, but also for them to actually send in their SMS and to be a part of that activity. Obviously, it's much more visible, and it has the potential to include a lot more people. So these things lead to greater access to information, and that is really what we're all about. Dr. Chris Dye had a quote earlier saying that we live in a world of unexploited information. And this is really what allowing channels of participation is all about. It is recognizing that there is a wealth of information at the bottom of the pyramid. And we need to allow people to send that data up to levels where it can be analyzed and processed, and then also circulate back down again, and leading to greater healthcare, greater education, et cetera. So to form that circle. Peer-to-peer learning across time and space, again, it's not just the practitioner, it's not just in one community. It can happen across time and space, and obviously that is hugely powerful. And these things lead to greater self-organization. And we know from a developmental point of view, there is huge power in that. I've just finished reading Clay Shirky's book, so I wanted to include this. That because of the social media we have today, and this is in Here Comes Everybody, the barriers to self-organization have collapsed. And that is what participation is all about. So coming back to Cape Gateway, for me, the aha moment was when I realized the question should have been access to information for who? Was it access to information for our citizens that we were providing? Or was it access to information for us that they had? They had experience with government. They had come across inaccurate data. And we hadn't given them an easy way to feed that information back to us. So in closing, I'd like all of us to think about, are we enabling access to participation in our projects, in our initiatives, in the way that we approach our developmental problems? Do we make it easy enough for people to participate? Do we make it safe enough? And obviously that is crucial in developing countries where there are repressive governments. Do you allow people to participate anonymously? Is it affordable enough? And is it meaningful enough? Is there enough of a feedback loop that people feel that their voice has been heard, that their contribution matters? Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Steve.